on Facebook. So come on in. I'm going to get set up. And away we go. All right, we always have to give Facebook just a few minutes while we're signing on to let them have time to set it up and send out some notifications so I don't have to repeat myself. All right. We got people sending messages to me left and right. You'll hear it go beep, beep. Sometimes when I'm on here, I'm getting Zelle payments, and somebody just ordered a birdhouse. So thank y'all for everything you do. Thank you for tuning in night after night after night. It has been a busy day, and I don't know if I've accomplished anything. But I have been busy the whole day. So started out this morning, well, I think I slept in, and then I don't know what I did. I piddled, what I call piddle around. Oh, and I know what I did. I cleaned the family room because I was going to come on and show y'all, but I didn't. Tony was holding Jace in the recliner last night, and Jace flopped his book open, and when the book flopped open, it knocked Tony's, he was drinking out of a mason jar, a pint-sized one. It knocked that onto the tile floor and shattered. So I cleaned most of it up last night, but today I wanted to go ahead and move all the furniture and sweep underneath it and vacuum real good and make sure there's no more little glass slivers. You know, those are the hardest things. Every time I walk through there, I think I see another little sliver shining. So that's what I did early this morning, was clean the family room. And then from there, I remembered we are on a well here, y'all, and we have calcium in our well water. Well, calcium leaves like a hard white film, or whatever you want to call it, but it's hard white and crusty. So, and it builds up. So today, and the only way to get it off, I take off each faucet, the little thing off of each faucet, and I have to soak it in vinegar, and I have to scrub to get all that hard white stuff off of there. So I did the shower, I did 3 bathroom sinks, I did the kitchen sink, I did the utility sink. I think that's all I did, but it took me about 3 hours to do all of them and get them all cleaned up. So we're back in business, water's flowing good. But that takes time. So just little things like that. So I didn't have time to make videos. And then I had to wait for the builder. He called me at 3 o'clock. He was on his way. Well, he never got here till about 6. So that waylaid me. I didn't go down to the chickens because I was waiting on him. And I thought, as soon as I go, he'll come. So then he stayed here and talked to about almost 7. And we hadn't ate. So we ran down to the Chinese place and got some Chinese food. And just came back and gobbled some of that down real quick. And now Tony's gone to the garage to do something. And I have just sat down to do the fireside. So I didn't get to the chicken coop yet. I don't know if I might ride down there in the dark. I don't know. Vinegar and baking soda. I've never put baking soda on it. That might be an option. I've always just I usually use a little bowl or a little cup or something and put the vinegar. I just had apple cider vinegar. Sometimes I have cleaning vinegar, just whatever I got. And it kind of loosens that up a little bit. And so I have to do it every once in a while. I haven't done it for a while. So that needed done today. So I got that done. So that was one more thing off my list. So I didn't get to go out anywhere today because I didn't know what time that builder was going to come. So I stayed home the whole day. We do not have, well, we have a water filter, but we don't have a water softener. We don't. So, yeah, I do put vinegar in something and then secure it. I just tie it up to the thing. I might have to try that with some baking soda. I've never tried that. Sharon said she's just signing on. What am I using vinegar for? I have calcium in our well water. So every once in a while, maybe once or twice a year, I'll go and I'll clean all the faucets because it gets like a hard, crusty thing on it. It's not a film, it's like a hard, crusty buildup, a white, crusty buildup kind of. So I just picked today to do it because the water doesn't come out as good, you know? You don't get good water pressure when all that buildup is blocking all the little holes. So we don't have a water softener, and I'm not sure what, I don't know anything about that, just tell you the truth. Somebody said we just got one here back in February and they love it. Yeah, the strainers get clogged, everything gets clogged, so I just have to go and take time and clean it all up. So that's what I did on that. So, yeah, we really don't have hard water. We just have calcium in our water. I don't know if that's the same thing or not, but I don't think it is. I think it's something else. All right, so, let me see what else is going on. Anyhow, I met with the builder. I had to sign off on something, so he took that, and I don't know if he'll get it to the county tomorrow or Monday. I'm hoping tomorrow, but it may not be till Monday, just whatever his schedule allows him to take that up there. So keep your fingers crossed that they get up there tomorrow. He said, they're probably not going to be working on much on Friday anyways. So, oh yeah, today is Star's birthday. I remember I watched Lindsay on replay this morning because I got busy cleaning and forgot to turn her on. That happens so often, y'all. I even put reminders on my phone, and still I turn the reminder off and think, okay, I'll come back in 5 minutes. And next thing I know, I'm caught up in something different. So I had to watch Lindsay on the replay today. So I seen it was Star's birthday. Star is a moderator on here. She moderates the YouTube channel. And we are live on YouTube and Facebook right now. Anna wants to know, when we lose power, do you lose water also? Yes, you lose everything because the well pump runs the water. You might have couple, whatever's in the pipes right then, you might get a little bit out, but we don't worry about it because we have a hot tub and it's full of water. So worst case, if we had to flush the toilet, we could run out there and get a jug of water out of the hot tub. So we don't worry about not having power. It's usually not ever out that long, even if we do lose power. So let's see what else. Everybody's saying happy birthday to Star. We are still collecting for the wheelchair for the man. If you haven't been on here this week, we started on Monday, Labor Day, taking up donations to help get a gentleman a new wheelchair and some modifications to his bathroom and doorways in his house. So I'm collecting for that. I got a few more donations today. So please, if you're going to donate, to get on it, PayPal, Zelle, or send me a check. I haven't gotten any checks yet, but I know there's some coming. So that's how our mail, it seems like our mail is slower by the inch. I don't know if y'all are not. I did see Mama Sue cut her hand with a sharp, she just had sharpened her knives and she cut her finger or her hand or somehow. She posted a picture of her at the ER, I guess. All right, someone said they Googled my address and they'll be sending me a check. Okay, I'm writing everybody's names down that's saying they're going to send me a check, so I'll be on the lookout for these. But a lot of people have sent me a PayPal and Zelle. That's the easy way to do it. If you do PayPal, choose friends and family so you don't have to pay a fee, and I don't have to pay a fee. since you're not buying anything, you're just donating. Man, I have to catch my breath sometimes. It's like a motor mouth on here, trying to catch up everything we've been doing today. Haven't got to the chickens yet. I'm going to get down there. I might go down there in the dark. I got to put my headlamp on my head and maybe roll down there in a little bit and go ahead and collect the eggs tonight. It'll be dark. It's dark down there now, and I think I have the light at the coop turned off. It's getting dark earlier and earlier. Let's see, Wanda said, we heard your nickname was Maybelle. Yeah, that's what our dad called me when I was young, Maybelle. I don't know why, but they called me Maybelle. Let's see, are the hot dogs wrapped in biscuit dough good? I did not eat any of that because that's not my cup of tea, but Tony liked them. He likes stuff like that. He calls them pigs in a blanket. And now I like to take the little Smokies and wrap them in crescent roll. Now that is banging. I love those. But a hot dog in a biscuit, I didn't eat any of those. But that's something he liked from his childhood and he wanted. But I like to take a crescent roll, you know, it comes in a triangle, and you cut it in 3 little pieces and wrap that around one of those little Smokies and then bake it in the oven. I don't think I've ever made them on my show, but when I worked in an office, we would make them a lot because you could just set them out on a tray in your office and it was a good little snack. All right, some of y'all want to go to the coop. I might have to, maybe after Fireside, I'll do a late night and go live and just go on down to the coop. Did we get any rain today? It sprinkled just now when we went to get the Chinese food, but that was it, just a sprinkle. Fiona wants to know my country accent is from what state? Well, I was born in Ohio, and I lived up there 11 years, and then we moved to West Virginia, where my mom and dad was from. So I would say it's a West Virginia accent, if I had to guess. We did not have Jace today. Tony actually had to run an errand today, and he rode his motorcycle, and he was gone most of the day doing that. Probably gone about 6 hours. 6 to 7 hours doing that. So he was out and about, and I asked him, was his motorcycle easier to ride with all that fluid off of him? And he said, most definitely. So he can get on the bike, he can get on his trike easier. Somebody said the static is loud. Somebody said there's static on YouTube tonight. I don't know anything about that. Hang on, let me see if I can reverse this. Sometimes if I reverse the thing and then bring it back to the front. Let's see. Susan wants to know, how do I order your cookbook? You can go to www.cookingwithpamdavidson.com, or you can mail me a check to my address. All right, Suzanne said it's better now. There's no static in my house. Somebody said it's still there. Somebody said it might be your speaker. I don't know. Let me see here. Y'all let me know. Somebody said it's very loud. Y'all might have to jump over and go over to Facebook. Miss Kitty is out on the front porch tonight, and Tom has been out there too. And I saw another possum at midnight, came to my feeder out front, helped himself to my cat food again. So I'm gonna have to set a trap and try to catch that possum. I always say that, and then I never get time to go and do it. But he's always coming. There's no static on Facebook. So if you're on YouTube, and you want to go to Facebook, go ahead and jump on over there. All right, let me see what else we got going on, y'all. I'm so excited about that church. Talking with the builder today. He's excited. He's a Christian man, and he wants to, he wants to get started on this. It's a priority, but it's taken so long to get through all this red tape. All right, so we got to do our little devotion tonight. Let me see how many we're gonna draw for some prizes too. We've gotten 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, about 25 donations already. So thank you for everybody who has given for the gentleman. All right, for the gentleman for the wheelchair. Sorry, y'all. There's messages coming through. I don't know. Somebody's trying to tell me something here. I do have cookbook number 1 and cookbook number 2, which is the one I did with my sister. The original one is my cookbook. The second one is with me and my sister. Yes, possums are good to have around. I just don't want them up here by the house where the cat food is. But they are good to have around because they eat a lot of ticks, but they're ugly little boogers. Ugly, ugly little boogers. How do you want my Zelle number? I can give you my Zelle number or somebody can type it out. It's 10 digits. It's 703-477-3004. That's my Zelle number if you want to Zelle me. Everything is going good with the church so far. And so my goal is to have it, I'd like to see it paid for by the time it's built. So we're just going to keep on collecting for that and keep on giving and all that. And hopefully all the funds, God will provide all the funds one way or the other. And I know. Okay, thank y'all for writing out my Zelle number. Colleen wants to know, can the Country Roads teas be ordered any day besides Saturday? Yes. They have a website now. They used to be, when they first started, it was a Facebook ordering thing, and you could only order on Saturdays and Sundays on Facebook. But now it's a website. You can go on there 24 hours a day, and you can see all the teas and see the description, and they make it real easy to order. And you can see which ones are hydrations. Hydration means there's no caffeine in them. If you need my home address, you can Google my name, Catlett, Virginia, or Pam Davidson in Virginia. I'm sure you will find me in Catlett. You can get my name that way. I'm all over the internet, y'all. There's no hiding now. The cookbooks are $30 each. Cookbook 1, cookbook 2, just to make it easy, we come them the same price. All right. Oh, Suzanne Bragg is on here tonight, and she put the website for the countryroadsteas.com up there. She is over on YouTube right now. So check her out. I need to make me a Country Roads tea because I've been sipping on this today. And I think I ate so many of them cough drops it made the roof of my mouth sore. So then today I decided to eat a bunch of salty pretzels, and I think it made my mouth worse. I was trying to use the salt to kind of heal the sores in my mouth. I got some, like, I don't know, rough patches in my mouth. Yeah, the possums are good. They're not like a raccoon. Raccoons kill your chickens just for the fun of it. But possums, they don't harm anything. They're just ugly. But they come out here and eat my cat food all the time. Somebody said, Beverly said she can't get on Facebook to see Fireside live. She can only see the reels. If you can see the reels, you should be able to see everything. Several people have told me they can't find me on Facebook, and I don't understand that. Because if you can message me, then you should be able to find me on Facebook. Oh. Somebody said this is ridiculous. They give you one, then a month later they want you to do this and that to fix name, and now look, again it's changed. I don't know what you're talking about, Nancy. I don't know what you're talking about there. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. She's Nancy on Nancy said she messages me, but I don't respond. We reply to all messages if you ask a question. If you're just sending me a picture or something, that, you know, that doesn't require a reply. I can't reply to everybody, but if you're asking me a question or need an address or need a PayPal or Zelle or asking a question about a recipe or something, I do try to answer them if it's legitimate questions. Nancy, I can't tell on, I don't know if you're saying you can't message me or not. Try to message me tonight and I will look for a Nancy. You'll have to try to message me tonight. She is on YouTube right now, so I don't know if you can message me on Facebook or not, but you have to tell me your whole name. You have to tell me your Facebook name. That's the only way I can look up somebody. Now, if you're blocked on Facebook, I can't help you there, because if you're blocked on Facebook, there's a reason you got blocked. And I'm not going to go back and look for reasons and all that. Just, it is what it is. You must have said or done something. Paula said there's been times she couldn't find me. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why, y'all. Yeah, the address is in the cookbook if you have my cookbooks. Somebody said the volume is low. I don't know. My phones are set up the same as they always are, so I'm not sure why people are having any trouble tonight. Nancy, I'm going to write your name down right here, and I will check and see what's going on with you. Let me see. I couldn't figure out how to... K-U-L. I'll try to look you up tonight if I can, if I remember. Yeah, Margaret said, yeah, she don't know what her son does with the possum, but she don't want them around. So, they will kill chickens. They will kill chickens if they get a chance. They surely will. I don't like them around here. In Virginia, where I live, it is against the law to relocate an animal. So if you trap it, you have no choice. If an animal is harming your farm animals, I mean, you have to dispose of the animal. You can't let a wild animal come in and keep continually getting your farm animals. Like if I catch that little fox down there, that little fox is down there every day. He's that little fox has cost me $500 in guineas, because I paid, no, $250. $250 in guineas he killed. So believe me, he's got his day coming. if I ever catch him, but foxes are real hard to catch, so I don't know. I can catch him on the camera, but I'm not going down there in the middle of the night trying to catch him. But anyhow, yeah, in Virginia, you're not allowed to take them down the road and let them loose because you're just putting the stuff on somebody else's. Let me see what else is going on. Talitha, is it already that time? It is that time. I didn't even read the devotion. Let me read this devotion real quick. We got to get to getting it, y'all. Today's already Thursday. Wow. We got Jace coming tomorrow, so it's been a full week. Ezra had devoted himself to the study and observance of the law of the Lord, our calling in Christ. Jeannie Hislop received a standing ovation as she was handed her master's degree diploma in 2024. Why? It came 84 years after she'd completed her coursework. In 1941, she needed only to submit her thesis, but her then boyfriend George was suddenly called to serve during World War II. The two quickly married and headed out to his army outpost, leaving Jenny's nearly realized degree behind. But after a lengthy pause, she was finally able to complete what she'd started. Ezra was a student of Scripture, one who truly had an advanced degree in God's law, who'd been waiting years to return to Jerusalem from exile in Babylon. Ezra had devoted himself to the study and observance of the law of the Lord and to teaching its decrees. A group of Israelite exiles had been permitted to return from Babylon to rebuild the temple in Jerusalem decades earlier. And now Ezra, who had the gracious hand of his God on him, was leading more exiles to Jerusalem. God would use him to reform and restore the proper worship of him according to Scripture. Ezra opened the book of the law. All the people bowed down and worshiped the Lord. Ezra had to wait decades, but he completed his calling in God's strength. In his power, let's persist to finish the work he has for us. What can you do to press on in your calling from God? And how can you persist in his power and wisdom? All right, that's our little devotion for tonight. I'm going to go ahead and hop off here. And if I get I will go live on Facebook and go down to the coop and give me a few minutes. So it's probably going to be, give me about 10 minutes or so. And I got to go get the key to the buggy and get my light and everything. And see all that. Thank you, Star, for helping to manage over there. I don't know what's going on, but I'm going to check this out. I think that lady was blocked for a reason. And I don't really like to unblock people because there was a reason it happened. All right. That's it, y'all, for tonight. And I'm going to come back live in just a little bit. And but send me your Zelle and your PayPals if you can so we can get this taken care of rather quickly, okay? All right. Good night, everybody.